Hey everybody, and welcome to my N5 series on the SP404 Mark II, where I cover a topic in about 5 minutes. Peter Kitzler, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, writes in on my sample merge and suggests that sample merge might be a really good way to merge two samples that have the exact same BPM and number of bars or measures that are looping to keep the loops nice and tight and the same BPM. I think it's a great point, and it does get you out of resampling and having to do a few other mechanics that might not work quite the way that you want. So let's give it a try. So I'm going to come in here first, and let's just import a few samples. And I've tried doing this on my own a couple times and found a few things that are kind of weird. But yeah, let's just grab this drum. We'll load that onto D1. I took a note here already. It is 80 BPM, so should sound fine. We're going to go up. Let's go get a bass loop. And this one sounds fine. We'll just load this. We're going to go up another. Let's go to found sound. No, we don't want found sound yet. Let's go keys and loops. And I found that a couple of these I think might be mislabeled. Like this one here seems to be mislabeled, but I'm going to load it and I'll show you why I think it's mislabeled in a second. I'm going to try a second one, and I'm not sure if it's mislabeled or not. We'll find out. But yeah, let's give it a try. So first thing to know is I'm going to go start and end, because I'm not trusting that these are actually set correctly per se. They may be, they may not. If we go shift enter, we can see that the start is 0 and the end is 576,000. Seems good. We certainly want to go to pitch speed and manually set this down to 80 BPM, because that's what we just loaded. So let's get the BPM loaded correctly. Next one, we'll do the same thing. Get it down to 80. This says it's 80. Again, I don't know that I believe it, but we know we have 576,000 loops or samples from 0 to 576,000. So, whoop, went a little too far. So let's just exit. We'll go back to start and end. And here's what I've been noticing. So we got 576,000 samples from start to end. We go to pad 2. We go here, 0 to 576,000. This key here goes 0 to 640,000. Could be fine, but if I just loop it, I mean, it sounds really nice, but it's got this tail on the end. And that tail being on the end, whoever created this sample wasn't doing us any favors. And here's where I'm going to show you, like, this starts to be a problem, and I don't know, we just have to fix it, right? 576,000. Cool. So we just see we got the end chopped off. And I don't know for sample merge if it's going to use the start and end point, or if it uses the full sample length or what. We need to find that out. So that's an experiment. We're going to try that in a second. But if I come in here and play this, you're going to hear, like, this doesn't sound right. Maybe it's fine. I don't know. This one here, though, again, you'll see there's like this tail on the end, and this one's even longer. So if I come in, it's instead of being 576,000, it ends at 720,000. I suspect this one will work better, because you can see it cuts more into that tail here. So if we turn loop on, it seems to work fine. And the part that's telling is when you play all of these together, some of them don't sound quite right. Like, I heard like a teeny tiny snap, which it's fine. It's just not hitting a 0 cross. But listen to this. So we'll exit out. The bass and the drums just sound like they're locked into each other. It sounds great. But if I put the piano in, starts great. It already sounds like it's out of sync. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. So obviously you need to, if you're going to do the sample merge trick, you're going to have to make sure your stuff is synced and everything together correctly, but let's try this. Like the delay and everything sounds locked into me. So like this sounds great. Anyway, I'm going to stop here because this is where we want to get into the experiment part. So to merge these together, it's Shift Resample. And we're going to do, let's just do the drum and bass together first. We'll go next. We're going to hit a target pad. We're going to go 9. So we merge these together. This should sound completely fine. Sounds great. Sounds locked into me. Go start and end. And we're still at 576,000 samples. Perfect. So let's say we want to merge this with, I want to see what happens. So let's just go Shift Resample. We're just going to go and do 9 and 7. So we're just adding that extra melody component. And the reason what I'm curious about is to see, does it use the sample length that we've set or like here for the end, or is it just merging them all together? I don't know. I haven't done this before, but it's just something that seems like it would make sense, but we're going to find out. So let's go start and end. I mean, this looks like what we want. Awesome. So Shift Enter, still 576,000 samples long. Now, let's just try. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Start, end. Let's go take that end and put it all the way out. I think what's going to happen is it's going to take and preserve that tail on the end. And again, this isn't like a massive problem. We can still fix it if we have to. It just means you got extra steps. So we're going to merge 9 and 7 with the longer tail. Let's put this on 14. I just want to see what happens so I can help explain to you guys what you need to do. So we're just going to check. We just look and visually see it. Yep. So you can see here the tail is on the end. So that's kind of a bummer. So you're gonna have to make sure that if you're going to do this, that your samples are all the same BPM, same measures, same endpoint, and otherwise you're going to get like some weird artifacts on the end. It still should be okay though. We should be able to go Shift, Enter, go down to end, and put 576,000, which is what we know the endpoint is. Do that, and now we should be able to play this. Let's turn looping on, turn gate off, just see how it goes. I expect it's still going to have that little click at the end, but I mean, this sounds fine to me. I didn't even notice the click. There's enough going on. Anyway, Peter, I'm going to say thank you for reaching out. I think that that's great to do. Great to know that you can merge samples at the same length, that put them together. They will still have the same BPM and sound great. And you will know that you can play them with other pieces of content. So you can kind of mix these things together as you will to kind of merge multiple loops down to one sample. That said, I will say, just remember, if you have like samples that have a tail on them or are a different amount of bars or measures, you're going to have to do something a little bit more complicated to get them working together, but that's okay. Anyway, guys, I want to say, everybody, thanks for stopping by. Keep making music, keep having fun. Remember, if it sounds good, it is good, and peace.